Here we go. We're live. Going live, sweetheart. Welcome to Speak Your Mind, right here on WCBM. Check it out. You're going to have a great time. Great time.
Cloudy Sunday night, low 60s. Partly sunny Monday, but
check us out.
Storm drive during the afternoon.
Look, I got this thing working. Go say hi. Go say hi to the people.
You got this thing working? Hi, everybody.
See that? See that? See?
Well, listen up. Diamond Detail is now hiring managers and detailers for the following areas.
There's Derek Stroman right there. He's right there. See him! See him!
Detailing company in
the Ron Savage show.
Oh my God! Yeah, baby.
Great pay and benefits.
We have a lot of fun. A lot of fun. We got a whole room of people. We're all gonna have a freaking great time.
For an online
No special guests
application
this week.
or call their
No special.
line
No.
at 443.
We're all the special guests this week.
Call now. 443-281-8845
Get it going, baby.
to apply for work as a manager or detail at Diamond Detail in Reisterstown, Catonsville, Montgomery County, Harford County, and Baltimore. Call their employment line at 443-281-8845, 443-281-8845, or apply online at diamonddetail.com. That's Diamond.
See everybody, say.
Views and opinions you hear on Talk Radio 680, WCBM, and WCBM.com are not necessarily those of the owners, management, employers, and advertisers of WCBM. But they should be.
Speak Your Mind is sponsored by Derek Stroman and Stroman Entertainment.
Here we go.
This is Talk Radio 680, WCBM. Time now for Speak Your Mind. Here's your hosts, Derek Stroman and Jimmy Zane.
All right, guys, welcome to another great episode of Speak Your Mind here on WCBM 680 Talk Radio. And I am Jimmy Zane.
And I am your host of the evening, Derek Stroman.
And we got super producer Ron.
Hey, how's it going, everybody? And tomorrow's the last day of April. Last day of April. The 30, yeah, it's a 30. 30, that's all, yeah. Just want to let you know, so you know. So Monday starts a whole new month.
Across from me, I got the whitest black guy in the world. It's P. Hill Gutta.
I thought you were going to say Derek Stroman.
Look,
Usually get that
dude.
time.
No, I'm sorry.
Wow.
Yes, of course. Come on.
Yeah, listen.
Cut
I'm
the
sorry.
shenanigans.
So, when my brother from another mother comes in wearing a gator shirt, gator shirt, come on.
Yes.
That.
Next month, there's a sale on Birkenstocks.
Oh my goodness.
You know, I love it. He could get away with wearing a gator shirt, but man, you put me in a FUBU and people laugh at me.
Yeah, well,
That's because FUBU been out of style
Oh,
for
is
the
that what it
past
is?
10 years.
Oh, I'm sorry.
They gonna think you probably from Africa. So.
Dude, I hope my kids are listening because they make fun of my FUBU shoes.
How can he talk though? When's the last time you seen an alligator on anybody's show?
I haven't
seen.
I haven't seen that in a while, but
Lacosta?
Huh?
yeah.
I'll take it even, Lacosta?
No, Lacosta's around like big.
Ron Savage, Speak Your Mind, and
Don't you know
who's calling?
that the stock, well, actually,
Hey, Claude,
the
hold on,
value
baby.
of Lacosta and Levi's has gone up in the past 5 to 6 years.
And what would you like to talk
People
about
like
today, Claude?
You've been out of the loop, so yeah.
Solving the case?
You know, I still wear my eyes out stuff. You know what I mean? So.
Oh, solving the Elliott case.
Yeah,
They do no.
I'm actually believe it or not, though, I'm transitioning.
All right.
Transitioning.
Guess what? You're number one caller there,
making
my brother.
clothes. Like, this
So,
not my clothes.
so you just hold on, okay?
Our Victoria's Secret.
Oh man.
No guess this week. You're the guest, so
No,
hold on,
man,
okay?
My thongs.
All right.
My lovely lady thong.
He just gave me. He just gave
Bada
me
bang, he's on. We got Claude calling in.
Rikishi from WWE. No disrespect, but he was a cool cat. He was a
Hey,
cool
would you
cat.
just think of that next time you get romantic with your woman? Be like, hey, baby. Oh, jeez.
She gonna put me out.
Yeah,
'Cause
right.
She gonna put me out because with that visual, I won't be able to.
You ain't gonna be able to. Hey, you ain't seen the stilettos yet. Oh, stilettos, please. I haven't worn them in 2 days. Hey, listen up. We were talking last week about social networking going too far, and what's crazy is, and I'm bringing it up again. And I want, callers, listeners, if you're listening and you got some opinion on this, please call in at 410-922-6680. But last week, we had a young man, a former North County student, commit suicide. He hung himself in the woods right there by North County High School in the CVS right there in Glen Burnie. And what was
30, give me a
sad
30.
is that kids who were walking to school were taking pictures of this, airdropping it, Snapchatting it, put it on Facebook Live.
Oh.
I mean, they removed it, but the pictures are still out there going around. I mean, that's so disrespectful.
What the hell are kids doing nowadays? Like,
Listen,
Everything.
Well, this is the way the kids view the world now, isn't it? I mean,
well,
we've created this situation where between YouTube and Facebook, kids have the ability to commingle with their quote-unquote friends that they never see in real life.
that's
you know?
that's the problem. They're not living like, when I want to see my friends, you go to the park. A selfie was with a Polaroid. Right. Okay? You know what I mean? You're right.
Yeah.
And like you were saying before we started the show,
or it was
you're
like
at a concert. Yeah, right. You're at a concert. You're watching these kids watch the concert through their phone because they're videotaping. Yeah, it's sad. It's sad because technology again has helped and hurt in the same matter. Like I think I've said this before. I can tell you every phone number I've had when I was a kid. My grandparents' phone number, my old house phone number, old beeper number. Okay.
But what's your number now?
Well, I know my number, but don't ask me my kid's number. I can't tell you. I'd have to look at it in my phone.
I know my wife's number, and that is all.
Well, the thing is, I think technology has made our minds lazy because we now rely on this little device in our hand. If we want to go somewhere, we GPS it in the phone.
Well, I think
Back in
that
the day, we used a map and used
Yeah,
numbers
but
and alphabet.
Well, granted, the instant gratification of having all this technology does make you lazy, but I can deal with lazy. It's the immorality that I'm seeing that if there's a fight in the street during some sort of a political rally, someone doesn't like something, the minute that someone gets beat up, instead of when I was a kid, I would have jumped in and stopped it.
Right.
And now people are like, oh, I'm going to Facebook Live this. I'm going to put this on YouTube. Every
Viral
fight
video.
that you see, not only is it on YouTube, you can see it from a multitude of different angles because all of these people
Everybody's
taped
doing
it
it, right.
instead of doing something about it.
Well, the thing-
People are observers of life instead of living it now.
But you know what?
Recorded here, too.
Yeah, and you know what? I mean, not to sound like an insensitive prick, but here's the truth. I mean, that's why I used to call my segment a moment of realness. Yeah, it's extremely it's so easy to point the finger. You know what I mean? Rather than take accountability. Us as adults, we can't blame the kids. Who can we blame? That's in charge of
Ourselves.
Okay.
Well, here's the problem.
Who's in charge? Who's in charge of it? Where's the head? Where's the head? Where did we
here's the
cut the
thing.
head off?
What did you
The
think
kids
was
aren't
gonna
in charge of
happen?
anything.
I just don't understand why we all, start looking at each other like, man, I can't believe this and are so appalled.
Well,
what did you think was going to happen?
Exactly.
But here's
And
the thing.
that's
This
all
is
I'm
the
saying.
year
We can't
2017.
monitor. That's all I'm saying.
We're at work. We can't monitor every little thing our kids do. That's why we need to have some kind of grip on these electronics and these apps because everything is now at the fingertips of our kids and we have no control over it.
Well, I do think that it's important to control that, but I think that if you give kids outlets outside of their devices, they're naturally going to take advantage of it.
You mean you got to
put
be a
kids in-
parent, Micah?
Yeah, if you put kids... I mean,
Yes,
my wife
he's
told me-
right.
My
He's
wife
right.
told me that if she was
He's right.
president, she would sign an executive order that was just 3 words, no
Right.
to kids.
Okay, now pause on that thought. Pause on that thought. Pause on that thought. Do you guys remember no less, I'd say no less than probably maybe like 6 or 7 shows ago, didn't I say that parents are allowing research to raise their kids?
Yep.
Didn't I say that?
Oh yeah,
Yes, you
sir.
did.
But we.
Oh, it says you're supposed to allow them to freely
Their space.
say, give them their space, and,
Space.
you know.
You can't walk
have,
past this string.
These types of friends.
Go
and-
sit in
and-
timeout, Connor.
Are you serious?
But here's the thing: we can't correct our kids now because
No,
if we do,
not at all.
If we do, it's child abuse.
You can
Right,
correct
it's
them without
ridiculous.
beating them.
Let
with
me
a
tell you
bat.
something.
It's child abuse.
Whipping with a switch.
Let me tell you something. You get in my face and yell, I'm going to smack the living.
Hey, ho, hey, ho.
Smack you so hard that your dentist is going to want to correct your teeth. Okay, you ain't disrespecting me, man.
Hey, look, it starts at a young age where they can't actually pick up the phone and call.
Well, my
the
kids are good.
police
They know
officers,
better. My kids, I don't have to worry
they
about it.
They can't call 911 if they don't know what 911 is.
But you know
you
what?
have to start young,
Yeah,
early.
that's
in
right.
their
Don't
lives.
Teach them 911.
You
Beat the
can't,
crap out of them.
you can't just let them do whatever.
Research
they wanna
says
do
you
when
have to
they're
let them
young
cry it
people.
out.
Right.
Kick the cereal boxes down the aisle in the grocery
Okay,
store.
guys, I want you to hear this, and this is in fact proven. Okay, I'm going to prove something to you guys right now, callers, listeners. I want you to listen closely. This is how ridiculous technology is. Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
Google, how do you wipe your butt?
According to howtowyourbutt.com, start out with a decent-sized wad of tissue and 3 roll-ups. Reach around and behind your
Oh boy.
acting hand under the toilet paper.
Oh my God! Yeah.
That was a public service announcement for all.
Well, you know what makes me mad? I've been doing it wrong.
That's what it was.
I've been doing it wrong all the time. I've been taking 4 fingers and toilet paper and just scooping it, okay?
Well, that's
Thanks,
why you
Google, for
can
teaching
wipe your
me.
fingers.
Right.
That's why it comes off on
Right.
your fingers.
Thanks, Google. Now I know how to wipe my
You know
ass.
what? You know why they actually keep that. You know why they actually made it that simplistic? For the simple fact that we have beer cans that shows us when a mountain's turn blue, we know a can is cold. Like, serious. How much of a moronious thought process do you have to have?
Well, I'll tell you what.
Understand
Right.
when something is cold. This is what I mean. Like, we're in a time where as though we're in a time. Seriously, we're in
Derek,
a
my
time
beer's
now.
cold.
We live in an era now where we have more smartphones and stupid people.
Right.
Well,
Yeah.
I'll say
That's
this.
correct. And the sad thing about it is the phones aren't that smart.
Well, the dumbest thing about the mountains on the can that turn blue is it has to be that cold for you to be able to drink that swill. Coors Light is not beer.
Well, you know what?
Now, I think that the callers can actually help us with this because,
You know what? You're
we
right.
have to go back to the fact that if you give kids stuff outside of technology, outside of TV, I was raised in a generation where my mom was more than willing to just let me sit and veg in front of the TV and watch 4 hours of cartoons on Saturday. However, at some point, she would kick my butt outside and say, go find a stick and hit something, go be a kid. And I had to find kids and I had to interact.
You had to hit him with a stick.
Again, your mom actually was acting like your mom, which is a parent, and that's what people are getting away from.
I thought it was crazy.
Right.
When I was growing up, my mom would tell me to go get something to hit me with.
Right.
And I'm like, lady, you're out of your freaking mind.
2 minutes till commercial.
Right. With that being said, no, there's no such thing. We're gonna take it to the callers in a few, but with that being said, on that note, there's no such thing as a child.
WCBM, Ron Savage, will speak your mind. And who's calling, please?
What I'm saying is basically this. What good is it
Yes.
for me to tell my son just to go outside and just play? Play
Yes.
what?
Right.
You really
Would you like to air that? We'll speak your mind. We'll listen. Okay,
You
sure.
don't want to send a child out just
I'm related to manager. May I have your name?
Hey, when my friends...
No,
I'm making a note.
Hey,
I'm the
listen,
producer,
guys.
and
I
we'll
do
make a
have
note
to
of that.
take. I mean, when I was a kid, and I would no.
I value every comment that comes in there, sir, and I value yours. So I'm going to write this down.
Granted, I lived in the
You're
safe
welcome.
area in Towson, and I'd say goodbye to my mom as she went off to work, and I'd explore the Towson area and the woods and whatnot.
Bad call. Bad call.
My rule was I had to be back by
You
the
know
time
what?
the street lights
Listen,
came
I'll
on.
talk to you
Same
on the
here.
commercial.
But here's
Come
the
back here.
thing.
Come back
When my
here.
friends call me, when my friends would call me and say, hey, you want to play football?
Right.
Our asses went to the field and played football.
I hate when it does that. I hate when it does that.
Right.
Hey, when
trying to mess with you,
Joey
Ron, that's
gets a phone call, hey, you want to play football? I'm like, oh, this ought to be cool. Joe, I thought you were playing football. Matt,
exactly.
2017.
Yeah, I've seen that too.
CBM listeners, if you consider yourself out there a good parent and you have good parenting techniques,
Yeah, let's hear some of your techniques, yeah.
call in. We'd love to hear from you.
We're getting ready to go to a break, and we're getting ready to go to a break, and I know we got some callers on hold. We will get to you, and we got so much we can talk about, especially about this parenting thing. But we'll get back to you guys in a second. You're listening to Speak.
Here we go.
WCBM 680 Talk Radio. I'm Jimmy Zane, and we'll be right back.
Woo! I play all the good stuff. All the good stuff.
The best.
What was that all about?
Hey, we got a caller called in that said, I'm not giving my name, I'm not doing nothing, but I want you to talk to the boss of this company and tell him the filth that's being put on here, being toilet paper with your fingers and stuff like that. And then I said, oh, well, sir, would you like to go on and speak your mind? No. But I want you to go ahead and go ahead. Come on over here, please. Can we please come over here? Please.
This is crazy.
And then I said to him, I said, oh, can I get your name? No, I don't want to tell you my name. And then I said, well, I value everything that you say. So I'll tell my boss exactly. Thank you. You do that. You do. I will. And then I hung up the phone, and then through this magic window, I
The
told
magic
you, man,
window.
I said, a crazy son of a bitch. No, and then I told you. Right? So there.
Hey, look, the show's called Speak Your Mind, guys.
Tell them to give
What
them-
good is it if you're not speaking your mind? Call
Right.
up,
Right.
speak your mind, but just keep it within the range of FCC radio regulations. Call up, okay? Hey, you can remain anonymous, but call up.
Tell 'em
Don't be afraid to speak what you're thinking.
I know.
We
Tell
should
them the
all
number
do
to
this.
call up.
The number to call is 410-922-6680 to reach WCBM 680, all right? And this is the Speak Your Mind show, and we're just getting started.
Yes.
Stay tuned.
See that? We're doing a commercial now.
Best host in the business.
Beer cold.
Yeah, right?
Remember those famous
Best
Get the
producer.
beers cold.
All
right, that wasn't beer.
Back in season.
Well, it's not beer.
Think about how baseball can mirror.
It was Chianti.
Everyone knows that it has
My guys are freaking nuts.
in order to
All right.
plenty and opportunity.
We got 30 seconds.
Innings get you those runs.
Oh, we got a promo
And
coming up
safe
real
solutions,
soon.
we offer plenty
All right,
and
baby.
opportunities that will benefit you for
good
the rest
song,
of your life.
Is it going there, ain't it?
Yes.
I always play the good songs.
That are insured by some of the most.
This is Speak Your Mind, everybody. Call
Companies in the
410.
Don't let the roller coaster
922
ride on Wall Street run
6680.
up and down. Call me at 410-266-1120.
Watch this. Watch this.
That's 410-266-1120. That's Rod
This
Variety,
one's,
Safe Retirement Solutions.
Let's get this 30-second promo, and after this next one coming up, we're going to go on.
Hey, WCBM listeners, if you haven't visited
I actually gotta see what
WCBM
the-
store at WCBM.com,
So we got
you're
this.
missing out on a lot of goodies. Show your support of WCBM by proudly
Bada
wearing
bing,
our
bada boom. Okay, we
WCBM
got
ball
that
cap
done.
or the WCBM golf shirt.
We're gonna bring her down, and the weather I produced earlier, I'm gonna put this up. Oh, too high.
And if
Put
you
that
scroll
up.
down a little further, you'll find some
And
interesting
then we'll
books
do it.
that make great reading.
Nice.
Check it out.
It's gonna be freaking
the
nice.
WCBM store.
All right, here we go, ready?
WCBM.com. And now more of Speak Your Mind with Derek Stroman and Jimmy Zane on Talk Radio 680.
I need no sympathy.
Hey, you need sympathy.
Hey, I'm easy come.
Oh, easy go. Right. Hey.
Right.
All right, welcome back to Speak Your Mind here on WCBM 680 Talk Radio. And, yeah, we were just talking about a lot of issues, pretty much we got devices raising our kids. And, I know, God, we have a caller. Of course, we all know who this caller is.
Hey, Claude! Good, Claude, you're on live. Claude, baby. Claude, say something. No. He's on here. He's on. Here he is.
There he is.
There he is.
Ah!
Hey, Claude. Claude, it's funny. Hey, Claude, you call me Stay Puff, but all the girls you like call me Stay Hard. So,
Oh!
yeah.
We're going to get complaints.
Too late.
Too late. What can we do for you, Mr. Claude?
It's Officer Claude to you.
Ooh.
Hey,
Oh!
Please, your little Toys R Us badge doesn't count. What can we do for you?
Well, you didn't say that when I backed you up many times, buddy old pal.
Oh,
anyway,
see?
More embarrassing.
The good thing that they caught this guy that killed that baby.
What?
What?
The baby that got killed.
What baby got killed?
He's talking about Mackenzie Elliott, guys. Do your homework.
No, we know that, but
When he's just talking about a random baby.
Talking about.
No, what he needed to say was, I'm glad he called the guy that was involved in the Mackenzie Elliott murder.
Yeah.
Because Mackenzie Elliott wasn't a baby.
Well, you can still consider what, a 3-year-old a baby?
She was 4, right?
That's a baby.
She would have been 6.
That's a baby.
Toddler. That's your baby. Believe me, that's still your baby.
We are glad that they finally got here, but here's the thing: at what length is this going to? What proof? I mean, this is going to be drug out, and you're going to have some good defense attorney that's going to be like, what proof? What proof?
What I would like to know is there was one suspect or one individual involved that's still in the loose. What's the status of that? Have they caught the last?
The person of interest you're talking about there, he was down at the police station. I was there that day they brought him in. They cut him loose.
No, we're not talking about that one, Claude. There's another person that they've been looking for.
There was like 4 or 5 or so young people involved that ranged from about 22 to about 26 years old, and there was one that was still on the run.
Right.
Well, they had 6 of them, but they said that they're going to start going after these gangs.
Claude, they've been saying that forever. Listen,
if they were going to go after gangs, why do we still have gangs?
Now, here's the thing. Let me. I'm going to say this, and I'm going to be real specific. For centuries and centuries, FBI, local authorities have always went after gangs, whether it be the mafia, whether it be street gangs, Crips, Bloods, whatever. You're never going to get rid of cops, and you're never going to get rid of gangs. You can't have one without the other, brother.
Well,
criminal lives matter.
Not really.
Hey, bite your tongue. Not you, Claude.
Still there?
Yeah, what's up?
I said the gangs are still where we worked at. We locked them up. They're still there.
Claude, because you're not, listen, there's no such thing as the war on drugs, okay?
Exactly.
All it is a game of who gets caught and who doesn't get caught.
Exactly.
Drugs have been around so long. Okay, you know, what happened to my wife? You cut me off? Yeah, when you hit that, you cut me off.
Does it?
Yeah, it's weird. Watch. Watch this right. What's it?
3 shootings tonight.
Okay,
like, wow, he's doing it.
Look, we're sorry that there's 3 shootings.
I'm dying.
Glad anything
2
else,
minutes.
Anything else, Claude? Because I was just told that we have 2 minutes, kind of like your sex life.
Well, Claude, I personally think that we need to be able to do something more about it. So if we know that these people are a menace, then shouldn't we be able to just drag in anybody that's wearing those colors? Anybody that identifies as part of the old York money gang?
Wait a minute,
are we not able to bring them in for felony murder?
Me in tonight, man. I got a blue shirt on.
Right.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you, Claude.
You're violating their rights at that point. They gotta, you gotta have a reason to stop.
Not if they lift that shirt up and there's a badge underneath.
But the thing is if they identify as part of that gang and that gang is known for murder and villainy, then
Well, I can tell you now.
Isn't that suspicion of crime?
I apologize. No disrespect, no shot at any law enforcement or nothing like that. But seriously, let's be realistic. Throughout the course of history, American history, there's a reason why we have internal affairs.
That's correct. Yeah, you're right.
What happens to
watch this? I got the MASH
homes
theme
that
song.
get raided,
The MASH
drug
show.
money that gets confiscated, narcotics that get confiscated? How long can you actually hold it in the vault? How long?
Is that right?
How long?
Well, you hold it
How
until
long?
you hold it until you need
What
it
happens
for
to it? What happens to it after 50 years?
Well, you might need
Here's
that.
one
You might need them drugs later.
Maybe it doesn't make it to the vault. Anyway, listen, thanks for the call, Claude.
Thank you for your service, Claude.
Yeah, and listen, back in the day, man, when we used to get the 911 calls, the description would be black male with jeans and a white T-shirt. You go up to the corner of Utah and North, and there was 20 of them with white T-shirts and blue jeans. One of them being undercover cops. You never know. You're listening to Speak Your Mind here on WCBM 680 Talk Radio. We'll be right back.
Yeah, jazzy, baby.
conditions
See how
return
cool that
on
is?
Sunday for the overnight hours. We are mostly cloudy. A chance for a stray shower thunderstorm overnight. Lows in the upper 60s.
Mash! Come on, don't you know? That was Mash. Tell him, Mash.
Come on, Derek. How do you not know
Partly
Matt?
sunny Monday, but some scattered showers and storms arrive during the afternoon. Some of these storms will be strong, possibly severe. I'm Todd Bourne for Weather Channel, Talk Radio 680 WCBM.
Do you have a passion for cars or just love to clean? Well, listen up. Diamond Detail is now hiring managers and detailers.
So I hope everybody's having a great time tonight. Good Saturday night. Everybody's fine. Everybody's great.
Join the fastest growing professional
This is Speak Your Mind every Saturday night at 12 o'clock.
Diamond Detail
I'm gonna start streamlining so everybody can see what's going on.
Visit them at
So everybody can see what's going on.
for an online application. Or
And I think it's more fun that way, you know what I mean? Not only can you call and you can maybe hear yourself you're calling, you can hear yourself because I'm going to save this, right? I'm going to put it on my page. And then after that, you can laugh and have fun and listen to it all you want. This is a lot of fun. This is a lot of fun. This is a good show. It's a good show.
Montgomery County, Harford County, and Baltimore. Call their employment line at 443-281-8845. 443-281-8845. Or apply online at diamonddetail.com. That's diamonddetail.com.
I wish these bags under my eyes would just go away. If that sounds like you every morning, you're not alone. Bags and puffiness under the eyes are a problem for millions of American men and women. Until now. Introducing the new Genucell Serum with stem cell technology from Chamonix. Susan from Reisterstown wrote, I've been using Genucell for a couple of months. The puffiness around my eyes is gone. Even the crow's feet and small
I'm looking
lines
for
have
some cool
disappeared
songs.
and haven't come back. I love your product. I use it under my eyes, around my cheekbones, and on my eyelids. Not only Susan, it'll work for you too. And with its instant effects, you'll see Genucell working in the first 12 hours or your money back. Guaranteed. Call now and save big on Genucell's risk-free introductory offer. Call 1-800-662-5122. That's 1-800-662-5122. Call now and you'll get the amazing Esotique face cream as a special gift simply
There we
by
go.
placing your order. So call today.
Do you know the Allman Brothers?
662-5122. That's 1-800-662-5122.
Ramsey Man, that's a good one.
That
That is a very good song.
You're awake. You're snoring again, and neither one of us are getting a good night's sleep.
Well, I have the CPAP.
But you're not using it. And when you stop
Excuse
breathing,
me, one-
it really
just one.
scares me.
I know. I've tried so hard to use it, but I just can't tolerate it. What do you want me to do?
I want you to call 410-465-3224.
What do you want me to do? I want you to
Dr.
take the
Damian
fucking
Blum,
freaking
who's
gun,
a
put it in your
general
mouth.
He's been
No,
trained to offer a proven alternative to the CPAP mask by making a custom-fit mouthpiece, and it's covered by insurances, including Medicare.
Is it that important to you that I sleep?
It's that important to me that you freaking live.
Or you snore or suspect you have sleep
And I gotta
apnea.
listen to this
Call
all
Dr.
night, all
Damian
these-
Blum, located in Ellicott City. 410-465-3224 for your free consultation. Or log on to MarylandSleepSolutions.com. That's 410-465-3224. And put your snoring and sleep apnea to rest.
Cracker Jack Honky Jimmy.
Oh, is that Dr. Love I see?
No, that's Cracker Jack Honky Jimmy.
All right.
No, I'm going to make a cartoon character that says Cracker Jack Honky Jimmy.
I quit.
Well, no, that's because
I quit. This is racist. Hospital Harvard will probably get over 50,000 views if you do
No,
that.
listen. I had a Spanish lady call me. It goes to show you she didn't know what she was talking about. It's Cracker, not Cracker Jack. But she looked at me and she goes, "Yo, Cracker Jack Honky."
That's a snack.
And I'm like, wait a second, Cracker Jack Honky.
And if
But
you
that's
say
a snack. It's a
right,
delicious snack.
cracker,
with
you
caramel
can't say
and
cracker
treats. Right.
and it have its significance. You have to say
Right.
cracker.
Right.
No, she
It has
Spanish.
to end in A.
She goes,
for
you
it
know
to
where that
mean
came from.
anything.
It used to-
If you,
it came
if you say
from the
cracker,
guy
then it's
that
just
actually
like you
quit.
said, a
Well, it's
delicious
because I
snack.
made a statement
A
about
saltine.
immigrants.
But the
Most
thing
people
is,
don't
it's
even know
not
that's where
going
it
to.
came from.
It's
You
not
know
going
what?
to make. It's not going to offend a great many people because
doesn't
if you
offend
call me cracker or honky or caveman or whatever, offend me. They're just words.
Ask Claude.
People
Thank
out
you,
there that are
Micah.
offended.
Ask Claude.
And
Of course you are.
Right.
I'm Cracker Jack Honky Jimmy. Today I'm going to eat some.
And you know what?
You know, we were talking about being able to get back to kids. I think if we could reclaim
Speaking of soul
language and we could get kids to stop being offended by everything. These kids are not just offended by everything; they're looking to be offended by everything.
Yes.
I mean, let's look at their terminology: microaggressions. It's an aggression that, by their own admission, is so small you can't even see it, but they are perpetually looking for something to be aggrieved about.
Okay.
Shut up, grow up, go out there.
I thought you were telling him to shut up for a second.
Not him. I'll tell you to shut up.
See, right. But this is what
Hey,
gets
Justin,
me.
where's that $5 you owe me?
Right. This is right. And like we were saying earlier, to reiterate, as far as actually being parents, who pretty much provides the most influence?
I'd say
So this is why the kids are doing what they're doing.
Your peers.
I'd say peers,
Your
and
peers.
we've abdicated so much responsibility to the schools.
Who's influencing your peers?
Right. Your
Who's
peers
influencing your peers? It trickles down. Who's influencing the peers?
Their peers.
Who's influencing their peers?
Their peers.
So we're
Would it
all
be safe to say-
teenagers for about 30 years.
Well, you got exactly.
Would it be safe to say-
You just stole my point. You just stole my thunder right there, Jimmy.
Yeah.
And that was it. All stems from babies having babies.
Right.
How are you? What are you? 30 something?
Hey, wait. I'm 40 minutes.
I'm 40 something. How do you really feel? 20 something.
Well, here's the thing.
Okay.
It's safe.
I don't even count. I don't
wanna
even
be
count
old.
anymore.
You don't want to think
no,
old.
this is
You don't want to
sad.
feel old.
Think about this, and this is no lie. And I'm not gonna tell you straight up, man. Back when I was wearing a uniform, we would lock up juveniles. The juveniles would be 14, 15 years old.
It's ridiculous.
Okay, but do you know who was coming to pick them up because they were solely responsible for them?
Claude.
Mothers,
Claude was the breed. If Claude was the breed, I would find an alligator pet.
He's still on the phone, you know.
He's like a heck.
He's still on the phone.
I told you he's like a zombie, man. He keeps coming back.
I think P. Hill made a really great point that we are affected by our peers. However, I can't help but think about it that when my mom got that notice from the school that said sign here so that we can teach your kid about sex, she couldn't sign that darn thing fast enough. She was very willing to abdicate her parental obligation to be the one to teach me about the birds and the bees and hand it off to the school sight unseen. They didn't send a syllabus. This is what we're going to teach your kid.
Dude, my
they
teachers
just
were
said,
so hot.
may
I wanted them
we
to
teach
teach me
your
sex.
kid, period, full stop.
Yes.
And she said yes, not even knowing what it is. And now this gentleman just earlier told me about some really disturbing stuff that I know teaching kids in school today. Your gender is fluid, and you could just feel like a tri-gender Firefox tomorrow. And darn it,
I
and
need
we
your
have to
opinion
call
on
you
this.
that.
My God.
My ex is teaching my son that he has a vagina
Oh,
and that he's a girl.
There's some sort of
Callers.
this.
do you have
What
any,
do
do you
you
have
think
any
is
proof
going on
of
with
that?
I do. I
Do you
have
have
video
any proof
proof.
of that?
I
Oh,
do.
you actually have video?
Oh yeah.
Oh my goodness.
You know, my
Hey,
wife
back in the
always
producers
said.
room, I can show it to you.
Well, I tell you what, my wife
'cause we
always
definitely
says.
don't want anybody else to see that.
But you know what? I agree with the brother just said, and seriously, like we could go all day as far as it always comes down to who is raising the kids.
Right.
Period.
You know who's raising our
Period.
kids? These devices are raising our kids.
But why?
Because
But we can
we're
You have
allowing
to
it.
ask why.
Because we're
That's
lazy
real.
as human beings.
We're thank you. We're
Well-
allowing it. If it's allowed, then it's going to continue.
And
No,
parents can take
here's
it
the
back.
thing.
Be real. Let's be
It's
realistic.
such a wide
No, it's-
realm, though, that we're talking about here. Where you can't just remove everything because you feel as though it affects a certain way.
Okay, they're not
You
really
have to-
raising-
you
they're
have
not
to-
raising.
You have to, it just goes back. I mean, we're basically going in circles with this conversation, and we're agreeing and we're disagreeing and we're agreeing to disagree at the same time. However, these things are going to keep coming up, and we're going to have to learn how to deal with them as they arise because we are in a millennium. It is no longer the 20th century. It's not the 19th century. And
Right.
it's nothing that is
Right.
past.
It
we
isn't.
are moving
So-
on
right.
into the future.
Okay, so I have a question for
Into
you.
the future.
By actually saying we have to learn to move on with it or
Yes.
learn to
We
deal
have
with
to.
it, is that really an excuse for just eliminating the
Right.
cause of
You
it?
can't be the pot calling the kettle black. You can't be on your device all day. You can't be driving down the road like I'm guilty of as well, looking at your phone, texting, and then turn around and tell your kids that they cannot do it. It's not you can't. It's a very fine line. I tell you what, you would have to really be strict. You would have to live an Amish lifestyle. I'm sorry. Close to an Amish lifestyle.
I know a family. I know a family who is a Mormon family in the Mormon community. In the Mormon community, Monday nights are compulsory family night, and when they come home, there's a basket by the front door that a lot of people would throw their keys in. They all put their devices in it, all the iPads, all the phones, and they sit down and they play a board game. It's not difficult. One night, if you dedicate it to trying to interact with your kids, you can change everything, but you have to be dedicated to the proposition that there is another way. We haven't just abdicated our lives and, the kids, the phones have them now. No, they don't. Take kids back. No, you can't.
Now, I'm going to fall back after this one last point. Here's the thing. I think that we fall short when it comes to parenting simply because we'll tell a child, a lot of us would rather tell a child what and what not to do without explaining the circumstances and the variables that could be possible or probable. How I was raised, with God rest his soul, my father that passed, he taught me the same way. He never told me no or what not to do without explaining why. I needed to know why. Why is more important than just saying no? Because when you just say no, then that leaves that excuse to be able to say, well, you know what? We have to learn to adapt. BS. I'm not learning to adapt to anything.
Buddy right now that just said, do as I say, not as I do. And it's kind of right at the same time.
Well, every Friday evening, usually every Friday evening, I make all the kids come down and we watch a movie together as a family. And I tell them, if I catch you on that phone while that movie's playing, I'm going to take it and smash that phone.
I like it.
You know, I'm the youngest of 9, and my mom was very strict. You know, we couldn't have the cell phones at the dinner table, and we couldn't have them when it was family time.
Well, we still don't have them at the dinner table.
No, we still don't either, and I'm 25 years old. If I walk into my house and I sit down at the dinner table, my grandma comes over and she takes it and goes, not now. Because to her, that's the most important thing is the family time, because you don't always have your family.
That's correct.
That's true.
Be here forever. My mom is terminally ill. She's not going to be here forever. Jesus. So those are the moments you savor. The phone can wait.
Absolutely.
You know, and I grew up, I'm the youngest of 9. So that's, to my mom, that's just the most important thing, is that everybody be together.
Again, you bring up the point of a grandmother or grandparent in the presence when something like this is happening.
Old school.
That's generally what it takes.
Old school.
Somebody that was around before these things, were even thought of. So that's.
Well, we came up before technology started to thrive.
You took the words out of my mouth.
There was
young.
Believe it or not, the technology was there. Come on, man.
No, the technology wasn't there.
The technology was there.
I'm going to teach some kids at church tomorrow. I'm going to teach
delivering this stuff to us. The beepers, and all that stuff.
Hey, bro, do you know
the video games, all that stuff?
I'm gonna let this man make his point, but here's the thing, bro. Check this out. I had a coworker. Look, I had a young coworker that was like 21 years old. We were having a meeting, and I said something to another coworker. It was like, yeah, man, I haven't had a landline in a long time. Do you know this 21-year-old millennial turned around, made us laugh? He said, what's a landline? My ribs hurt so bad from laughing. I was like, did he just say what's a landline?
It's not that long ago, people.
Wow.
That's true.
We act like it was that.
That's true.
It wasn't that long ago.
No,
it's not that you talk. Listen. People are still alive that are 100 years old. That's a complete century.
Right.
I know it seems like a long time, and it really is when you look at in terms of days that have passed and moons. Okay, and that whole shebang. But realistically, it's not that long ago. It's not.
It feels like a long time when you're in my position and you realize that the kids that you're trying to teach at church, they weren't born in the same century you were. Yeah. They're being taught about 9/11 in history books. They haven't got the foggiest They haven't got the foggiest idea what it means to not have Google.
Right.
How many of us and how many of us in here were born in the 70s?
But do you guys realize?
One person.
Is that
But here's the
just
thing.
3 of us?
Do you guys realize, even when we were kids, we had technology, but our parents didn't allow us to bury our face into it. Think about it.
Exactly. That's
Remember the Activision handheld game system?
Yeah.
We had one, but I
Yeah.
wasn't allowed to play it
was
until
there.
what
Well,
was
you
it,
couldn't
1
afford
hour.
it. Not everybody
In
could
television.
afford that technology.
In television.
Not everybody
Yep.
could afford it. It was
Yep.
there.
Atari. Yep.
Just about every piece of device, technical device that we handle is a prototype. It gets
Right.
better.
I
over
remember
time,
when the cell phone was.
But they malfunction.
so are
they
you
find
saying
things
that-
wrong with them. They collapse. They shut down.
Now, here's
It's a
one for
prototype.
you. I'd like to know, especially what the callers and listeners think about this, is there a possibility that we could go too far in trying to correct this? Because I'm constantly reminded of the fact that our first president, George Washington, at 13, had a wife and a rifle, and he was out surveying land doing his own thing. At 13, he was a grown man.
Yeah.
By
How old
these
did they
Yeah.
live back then, too? So,
Granted, however, the point is that he was expected to act like a man. He was given a man-sized responsibility, and he lived up to the challenge.
and if he lives till
wasn't
only
alone
30,
in that.
13 is pretty, well, mid-age.
But so imagine what man could accomplish
Oh, no,
today.
I'm not arguing with you at all.
If now
Call in.
90, if we
Call
start
in.
being men at 13, I know I wasn't
CPS
ready
would
for
have
the
a problem with that.
responsibility.
Yeah.
Problem
However,
is,
if
technology
we
won't allow
began
it.
incrementally preparing our children to act like grown adults earlier and not call them college kids and say that they should be allowed to be kids until they're 36,
Right, that's a load of crap.
of course it is.
A load of crap.
However, going a bit old school could be immensely
Yeah.
productive.
Like the crock in your shirt. That's
Yeah.
Here's the thing, okay? Here's the thing, and I think everybody needs to understand one thing. No matter what we try as parents, okay, we can tell them, don't do this, don't do that, but we can't be up their butt 24/7. Technology is, it's always going to evolve.
2 minutes till commercial.
It's always going to evolve. Technology is always going to be number one in the market. Why? Because there's a high demand for it, and it's not just the kids that are demanding it; it's the adults as well.
But do you know what doesn't evolve?
Exactly.
The main thing that motivates a child is looking at their parents. And if you are stable and you are committed to the idea of living, if you set the example that you want your kids to do and you're not hypocritical about it, if you do what you say and you live that, kids are going to follow that.
Yeah,
man.
but you know what? But see, here's the thing. Okay, I know. Over there bumping fists and crap. But listen, here's the thing.
offended that you would say that, all right? That's our thing.
Okay, here's the thing.
Hold on, Pete.
All right. Here's the thing, and I don't care how well you raise your kid. And here's a prime example. Well, here's a prime example. I'm going to tell you this right now. I'm not going to say no names, but my family. I have very well-off family members. When I say well-off, meaning they can wipe their butt. Wipe their butt.
Oh, no.
They can wipe their butt with $100 bills and not think twice about it. Okay. Now here's the thing. No matter how good of a parent you are, how much money you have, or whatever, it's once kids get a certain age, they experiment on their own and they go out and do things on their own, no matter what you teach them. Mm-hmm. Okay. I mean,
I agree.
My friend, a friend of mine's father, he's a rich guy, has a lot of money, you know what I mean? And his uncle, rich guy, has a lot of money. But his son went to the best colleges, went to the best school, and you know where he's at? Catch him on Ritchie Highway up and down the street because he's a heroin junkie.
Oh!
All right, well, listen, we're going to take a break. You're listening to Speak Your Mind here on WCBM 680 Talk Radio. I am Jimmy Zane, and we will be right back after these commercial breaks.
And one thing I know is true. If you never fool, your time is due. I know. Watch my daddy in bed.
Do you have have a passion for cars or just
That's a good
love
song.
to clean?
That was a good
Well,
song.
listen up.
That was a
Diamond
good
Detail
song.
is now hiring managers and detailers for the following areas: Reisterstown, Catonsville, Montgomery County, Harford County, and Baltimore.
I don't know if
Join the
Claude- I don't know if
fastest-growing
Claude's still on or
professional
not.
auto detailing
Oh,
company
we got another
in the
caller.
tri-state area. Diamond Detail provides training with great pay and benefits. Applicants must be
Thank you for calling.
drug-free.
Speak your mind. It's Ron
Valid
Savage, and who's calling in
Visit them at
tonight?
DiamondDetail.com for an online
Claude,
application.
Claude, I still
or
had you on. I
call
told you to
their
stay
employment
on.
line At 443.
Yeah, I said don't. I wasn't disconnecting you whatsoever.
281-8845 to apply for work as a manager or detailer at Diamond Detail in Reisterstown, Catonsville,
About
Montgomery
a
County,
White House
Harford
fence?
County, and Baltimore. Call their employment line at 443-281-8845.
Holy Toledo. Well, we got the White House fence coming up. I've got you on. You're the only caller, so be on standby. All right, Claude. Stay on no matter what, because I got you keeping on. All right, buddy.
The Hilton Garden Inn Owings Mills, where we provide a positive environment for the always on the go guest to discover and connect.
Well, he
while on
just
the
called
road,
back. I know, I
ensuring
saw
each
that.
trip is a
He's on there
wonderful
now, so-
experience at the Owings Mills Hilton Garden Inn. Call today. 410-654-0030
I know the
to
street.
reserve a date
I
night
know,
and have a good night's sleep in our newly
Should be
renovated,
right on here.
nature-inspired design, allowing you to work and relax. Cook to order breakfast with award-winning
Yeah.
service and inviting new social spaces. The Hilton Garden Inn, Owings Mills, Maryland, is focused on making each stay enjoyable. To find out what Hilton Garden Inn, Owings Mills can do for you, call 410-654-0030. Hilton Garden Inn, Owings Mills has a full-service restaurant and bar, offering dinner room service after
Yeah,
a
could you look it up
hectic
for me?
day. Call today to make
Because I'm
your
getting ready to go
reservations
to
or
a
to plan an
to the-
event. 410-654-0030.
I just go to his place. I love Johnny D. I love Johnny D. I love Johnny D. And I go to his place. I just never read the address. I just go there. I just go there. And you should go there too.
Despair and hopeless cases. Join us in prayer every Sunday from 6:05 to 6:20 a.m.
Okay, here we
on
go.
WCBM.
Here we go.
Sugar.
You are my candy girl.
And now more of Speak Your Mind
I got it.
with
I got it.
Derek Stroman and Jimmy Zane on Talk Radio 680 WCBM.
Hey, welcome back to Speak Your Mind here on WCBM 680 Talk Radio. And hey, you know, Derek, I wanted to tell you.
WCBM, Ron Savage,
Hey,
with Speak Your
2
Mind.
weeks
Who's
ago, I
calling?
went and we had Johnny D in the studio.
Who's this?
And he's got that great restaurant, Johnny
Barry.
D's Lounge.
All right, Barry,
So,
where are you from?
Me and Jen went there.
Dundalk.
I'm going to tell you right now,
Beautiful.
man.
And what would you like to know about, Barry?
The shrimp salad Jen got, loved it.
Save me a plate, Jimmy D.
I'm telling you, man. I got the stuffed shells.
Well, we're talking about a
with
bunch of things, man.
Johnny-
From G's the
Johnny
Whiz.
D's,
You just name it. It's Speak Your Mind. You call up, and you can bring up. You can bring up a subject.
He came back from Vietnam. He got a shrimp and boat.
I heard about that. Karen, the waitress, nice, very nice.
Yeah, Florida.
Food was
Florida.
great. We got
And
the
we
got the entree,
Florida
we got dessert and drinks,
Flaggers.
all that for under $5.
All right, Barry. All right.
Yeah, they have
Is this the same Barry that does paranormal work?
We were on the restaurant side.
Guys out there would like to go to Johnny.
Yeah, man. I thought it was Barry. I know this guy. Well, look, let me put you on hold, okay? All right, buddy. I know this guy. I know this.
You can also call Johnny's at 410-665-7000.
Yeah, Johnny, baby.
What was that? That number is 410-665-7000. And they are open Monday through Thursday, 11:30 a.m. to 10 p.m.
Yeah, Johnny.
And Saturday, they're open 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. And Sunday, 4 p.m. to 10 p.m. So that's Johnny D's Lounge, located at 1705 on Muskie Ave.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man. The appetizer we got with the mozzarella sticks, some things were so
they're great,
huge. I mean, they were some fat mozzarella sticks, man.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man. So we got that. We got appetizers, meal, and all that good stuff, man. It was great. Best food I've ever had. So
we have Barry in Dundalk, and Barry wants to get in on the conversation.
All right, Barry.
Can we bring in Barry, please?
What's up, Barry?
Come on, Barry, baby, sing it.
Yeah.
Hey, what's going on now? How are you doing? Welcome to the Speak Your Mind Show.
Good. Actually, Actually, I've been following Facebook and everything, and about this Florida flaggers that are protecting. They actually were standing outside these Confederate statues out in public down in New Orleans, Louisiana, because the governor of Louisiana wants to take down all the Confederate statues.
That's ridiculous.
God bless him.
God bless him.
Why?
Because
why?
History
I am
isn't the best.
staying far away from this.
No way, dude. Confederacy had nothing to do with anything except for the. Come on.
Well, they did have. I mean, there was something very bad that happened with the Confederacy. However, I think we all know.
Thanks a lot, Barry.
Thank you very much, Barry, for bringing that up.
I think you started a WCBM race war.
No.
The Confederacy had nothing to do with
protect history.
It's not racist or anything. It's all about heritage.
Absolutely.
There you go.
There is a heritage.
I'm split on this one, guys.
And I thought you were saying. I thought you were saying good for them. Like
no. I'm saying we have to. No. We have to protect history,
right?
And
it's actually part of my history because my grandfather sailed on the Mayflower when he came from.
Oh!
Wow. That's amazing.
Awesome.
That's excellent history.
All my family history on Ancestry and a couple other places. Now I'm finding out the Confederacy is all about.
So you're the reason why we're having Thanksgiving.
Well, I tell you what, I'm sorry that I wasn't clear enough, but just I believe that you and I can agree.
I bet you the people in Stand Rock are loving this show right now.
Oh, enough of that.
The motto that I see, it's all about heritage, not hate.
Right.
I'm with you on that one, brother.
Yeah.
Hey, well, thanks for the call, Barry. We highly appreciate your call, man. Believe me.
Call back.
Thank you.
Sure, thanks.
You have a good night, buddy. Yeah, I mean that's great. If people are out there protecting children, I mean that's awesome.
2-minute heartbreak.
I'm down for it.
Yeah, there's always going to be certain pages in history that are stuck together.
I was going to say the same thing, but and maybe P. Hill might be being a little cynical about his statements.
I'm
but
just saying,
it is,
right?
It is what it is.
So
You're not just going to be able to go back in time and erase history. It is what it is, and not all of it was bad. Okay, and let's not forget they were all Americans born in this country. Okay,
And also, if we keep the
right, and it's always 70 and sunny every day. So let's just live in that now.
Right.
Let's just say this.
Since history began.
Let's just say this. Unless we keep around the things that memorialize, for lack of a better word, even the bad, then we're not able to look at what bad things happened in the past, put them in the proper context, and learn from them to move on.
Right.
People are able to demonize the past if you don't have a reason.
Like the statue in Auschwitz?
How
Like
about
just a
this
giant
one?
Shut up.
How about
I
this
told
one
you I'd
chew
tell you to
on?
shut up.
Oh!
Do you guys honestly believe that every white soldier in the Union Army just loved the heck out of black folks?
Be realistic. Be realistic. But here's the thing.
This is Cracker Jack, Honky Jimmy.
A lot of you, even listeners, I know we value you. We value your opinion. People that want to call in, man, we value your opinion. But hear me on this. Here's the thing. Throughout history, throughout all of the negative or horrific events that had taken place pertaining to race, right? How come 9/11 is the only event that has a slogan that says "Never forget"? But we gotta forget all the other stuff, right?
Yeah.
Well, they
9/11, never forget. But all of the other stuff, way back in the 1800s and 1700s, we gotta forget.
Hey guys, thanks a lot for listening and sticking around for the Speak Your Mind here at WCBM Talk Radio 680. We had a good time. Thanks for callers who called in. I'm Jimmy Zane. Till next time, see ya.
This is Dustin Grit saying peace.
Hey, Ron says, saying adios.
Down to the left shack. Hurry up and bring your jukebox money.
Fox
Got
News
it.
Radio. I'm Tom
Yes.
Graham. A tornado
Yes.
outbreak in East
Perfect.
Texas takes
Perfect.
one life 50 miles east of Dallas. As many as 5 twisters reported, 50
Stop.
people injured. Forecasters describing one twister
Finalize. Yes, yes.
destructive. East
That was a terrific show. Thank you for watching. And every week we're gonna have freaking. There's Barry Salvi. I'm listening. He says. All right, I'm gonna go through all of this. Hold on. I'm gonna turn this down. What do we got here? What do we
I
got
wasn't
here?
touching that one with a 10-foot fucking.
Tanya, hey. I'm glad Tanya's looking. Everybody's looking. Melissa, okay. Everybody, hey, hon. Melissa, Susan, Jeff. Oh, my buddy down the pier, hey. Hey, Gators. Sam Grasso, Barry. Jeez Whiz, I feel like the romper room lady looking in a freaking. I see, Michael Coleman. Hey, look, thanks a lot, everybody. Take it easy. And I'll see you next week. And you'll see me online anyway, so take it easy. God bless.